We have Oregon, Utah, and Washington State joining us now. We'll start off with Oregon, being represented by the reigning Pac-12 Coach of the Year and Kelly Graves, and senior forward sharpshooter Erin Boley is here. Also on the preseason watch list for the Cheryl Miller Award, the top small forward in the nation award. Oregon comes off of a super dominant 2020 season, winning both the Pac-12 regular season and Pac-12 tournament championship. They were led by the eventual number 1, number 2, number 8 draft picks in Sabrina Ionescu, Satu Sabali, Ruthie Hebard, and beyond. So first, hi, Coach Graves. Hi, Erin. How are you guys?
Hi. We're great. Yeah, thanks. We're glad to be here.
For sure.
We're fortunate that we're able to have a media day.
Right? I mean, what has this time been like for you, just dealing with all the ambiguity and at the same time trying to stay ready?
I think it's difficult. It's difficult for everybody, but we feel so fortunate in that we're able to practice and play, and that we're able to say that we have a season coming up. I think that kind of helps deal with the ambiguity and the uncertainty a little bit. It helps overshadow it.
Well, Erin, you guys come into the season, and I mentioned all the things that you lost last year, but nobody's sleeping on Oregon. You guys have 8 players over 6'2". You guys are tall. You got the number 1 freshman class coming in. Even in the preseason polls, you're still ranked number 10 in the nation. I still think it's valid to point out that those were big shoes to fill. How are you guys practicing and building every day without those players, and kind of building an identity separate of them, the ones that graduated?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be an entirely new team with a new identity, and we knew that coming in. It's a big change from last year to this year for all of the returners, but we have, as you said, an amazing incoming freshman class, and amazing people coming in as transfers. So and even in Sedona and Niara, who feel like returners that haven't played for us yet, I think we have a great combination right now of players, and even though it's a big shift from last year, we're gonna come back really strong with a great team this year.
For sure. I feel like every practice I was at last season, Coach would point out, hey, and we're getting Sedona next season. Here it is. What can we expect?
Sedona's going to be great for us. I think all the way around, as far as our post play goes, adding Niara into that too, I think we're going to be really strong in that area. And I'm really excited to be able to play with Sedona this year.
Awesome. Thank you, Erin. I'm going to move it along just so we have time with every student athlete here to Utah. Utah is represented by Coach Lynne Roberts, who ushers in the number 20 freshman class this season, and Brynna Maxwell. Last season, Brynna made the all-freshman team, led all freshmen in the league with 3-point field goal percentage, and then Pac-12 in threes made per game. Brynna, how are you? Hi, Coach Roberts. How are you guys?
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
I'm well. It's good to see you. It's interesting because we talk about the headlining teams that, were ranked in the preseason top 25, 5 of those. But, you actually are part of a team that is on the rise and returns a lot. 10 letter winners, 4 of the 5 top scorers come back. How does that continuity that you guys are going to have help impact or direct the way you're goal setting for this year, the way you approach this season?
Yeah, I think last year, I hate to use this as an excuse, but we were really young last year. And to have that year of experience under our belts moving forward this season is huge. We return, I think, 75% of our scoring, like you said. And just to have that, I guess, we're still a young team, but to have more of those veteran players on that team is going to be crucial for this season. I'm really excited.
Yeah, that always helps. So we know you can shoot the 3. What else have you added to your game for this season?
I'm looking to become more of a 4-level scorer, you know, not just being able to catch and shoot or pull up, but, you know, get to the free throw line, get to the basket, being more of a threat off the dribble. And then also just my on-ball defense has been a big thing I'm working on this offseason. Yeah.
Basically being super well-rounded.
Yeah.
That's a smart approach.
Yeah, just cover all the bases.
Right. I think coach will be happy with that. I want to move along to Washington State as well, who's represented by Coach Kamie Ethridge and Krystal Legger-Walker, a redshirt senior. Last season, Washington State saw a 2-win improvement from the previous 2 seasons, so continuing to build and grow. Coach, Krystal, where are you guys? How are you?
Here, just slow.
Hey. Krystal, thank you for joining us. I want to, start with you. Your team graduated a lot as well. There was just so much star power in the conference last year. And I mean, these were real cornerstone pieces with the all-time leading scorer in Bobby Buckets, Borislava Hristova, and kind of the do-it-all point guard in Chanel Molina as well. So with them gone, what are you guys aspiring to be the identity of your team this season?
With them gone, obviously they left some big shoes to fill. But we know that, and we're, even like inspired by them and what they left behind, and the confidence and scoring ability of Bobby and the do-it-all type of play that Nell, had, and just the hustle plays and those things that they left behind. We're just trying to emulate that every day in the gym and just be more competitive, and everyone's kind of taken upon themselves to take that step up to fill in and make us better in their absence.
Absolutely. And, I think this is an opportunity to beat expectations. This is a chance to run with the wind on your back this season as you guys build. The preseason polls, and we have this discussion every year with one team, preseason polls came out. And because of those huge losses, you guys were picked in both polls to finish at the bottom of the conference. Can you tell me a reason why your team might surprise people this season?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be, we expected it. We weren't surprised at all, but definitely love having a chip on our shoulder. Definitely love, coming into every game, being seen as that bottom team and just really coming out and showing out and proving ourselves every minute, every possession, every game. And we're just excited to just prove people wrong along the way and hopefully, have a lot of surprises.
Love it. Nothing like having a chip on your shoulder, just that extra edge through the season. I want to open this last one up to everyone, coaches, players. There's a lot of conversation, obviously, around COVID-19 and how we're navigating it on a global, on a national scale. And certainly then if we even go even smaller minded, within our teams and practices and things like that, there were many limitations, but perhaps could you share what might have come out of this as some of the best innovations as far as how you guys are coaching strategy, how you guys are practicing, even how you guys are communicating and finding ways to continue to build and grow together in this unprecedented season? Go ahead.
We Zoomed. I don't think anybody knew the invention of Zoom. When we watch film, we have to stay spaced. We're doing a lot more individual film than team film right now. And then when we meet, we have to kind of space throughout the arena, use a microphone. So we're not near each other. So yeah, it's a little unusual, but you know what, Roz, every day's a blessing. And hopefully the one thing we've gotten out of all this is to realize that, we all should feel blessed to see another day and don't take anything for granted.
I think too, Roz, actually, Kelly and I were talking about a month ago. One thing that's been pretty neat is there's a flip side to everything. We're not able to go out and recruit. We're not able to do, the normal media day, all the things that kind of filled our calendars before. So we're just kind of here with our teams, and it kind of reminds you back of the old days when there wasn't all that much stuff either. And so you really got to get to coach a little bit differently and be around your team a lot more. Definitely wearing masks and all the distancing stuff and all that. But Kelly and I were talking about how it's been kind of fun that way, just to kind of really just spend more time here with your family and also with your team and just kind of coach in a new reality. So like Kelly said, and I know Kamie feels the same way, we're just lucky to be coaching right now and have our players here, and everybody's excited to play.
I'll tell you this though, Roz, there's one person that wishes we went back to normal, and that's my wife. I don't see her as much between October and April, and unfortunately she's seeing me every day. So she wishes I could get out and recruit and be on the road playing. So
she could take a little break, huh?
Yeah, family life is different now, but yeah, everyone's adjusting.
The stories behind the stories. Got you.